Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy. So, I don't remember much of the questline. I think I've probably gotten maybe halfway through, 3/4 of the way through a couple of times. But as for completing it, I don't even remember doing that.
Whoa.
I'm sure I did.
You're getting a bit quicker every time.
I didn't pick the lock on the way in, sweetheart. Hello, baby. I missed you. Yeah. I did take out the beholders, the seekers, and the vigilant.
I thought we would never find the exit.
Yeah, I think he was with me.
How can I help?
Let's see if this works. Is there room there for me?
Come sit with me, my love.
Nope. Oh.
Missed me, did you?
I did.
You're back!
Let me try that again.
Come sit with me, my love.
Spin the camera to see.
Are you okay, love?
Well, yeah, that's unfortunate.
I've
The
missed
lap
your
sitting
face.
is so buggy when you can't even tell the actors involved.
Careful, Dragonborn. This
Hold still
is
for this
becoming a
emote.
habit for you.
Come on, let's get
go.
going. Oh, a pet Miko? Hey, honey. So I've already got my next playthrough figured out. I have a duplicate mod list that I'm playing around,
What are we
and
doing tonight?
this mod list uses Finis, Forae's new a new Forest new. Well, it's in an animation mod, Finis, and on my new mod list, I am transferring everything over to Nemesis because I'm going to play around with combat in animations, and there's a new to me follower mod, Dagon Caceres, that I haven't tried, and they are intended more for evil playthrough.
Come sit with me, my love.
So I have gotten Nemesis working on a lot, like 10,000 animations up. I'm also trying out Dagon and Caceres have some specific emotes and animations and gestures to them that required Ostim and Nemesis. Now that's essentially a sex mod, but it's also an animation mod, so we're back to the sex mods, folks. That will not be in this playthrough, but my next playthrough is going to be a male
Never been asked if I've been in love before. It's got
who
me
worships Hermaeus
thinking. I
Mora
realise whatever this is,
and plays with a bunch of new mods. (2920) Volume 2, Sun's Dawn. The Last Year of the First Era by Karlovac Townaway. 3 Sun's Dawn, 2920, the Isle of Artaeum, Somerset. Sethasil watched the initiates float one by one up to the awesome tree, taking a fruit or a flower from its high branches before dropping back to the ground with varying degrees of grace. He took a moment while nodding his head in approval to admire the day. The whitewashed statue of Siribane, which the great mage was said to have posed for in ancient days, stood at the precipice of the cliff overlooking the bay. Pale purple prosciutto flowers waved to and fro in the gentle breeze. Beyond, ocean and the misty border between Artaeum and the main island of Somerset. By and large, Acceptable, he proclaimed as the last student dropped her fruit in his hand. With a wave of his hand, the fruit and flowers were back in the tree. With another wave, the students had formed into position in a semicircle around the sorcerer. He pulled a small, fibrous ball about a foot in diameter from his white robes. What is this? The students understood this test. It asked them to cast a spell of identification on the mysterious object. Each initiate closed his or her eyes and imagined the ball in the realm of the universal truth. Its energy had a unique resonance, as all physical and spiritual matter does, a negative aspect, a duplicate version, relative paths, true meaning, a song in the cosmos, a texture in the fabric of space, facet of being that has always existed and always will exist. A ball, said a young Nord named Wellig, which brought giggles from some of the younger initiates, but a frown from most, including Sothasil. If you must be stupid, at least be amusing. Right, that's all I'm asking, folks, growled the sorcerer, and then looked at the young, dark-haired Altmer lass, who looked confused. Lilatha, do you know? It's Grom, said Lilatha, uncertainly. What the Drew? Oh, okay. I think it's Dreg, too. I've always said Drew, as in like Drew Wax, but I think it's Dreg. So I'm going to say that. I think I learned that from Elder Scrolls Online. What the Dreg meth after they've Carvanasun. But very good, nonetheless, said Sothasil. Now tell me, what does that mean? I don't know, admitted Lilatha. The rest of the students also shook their heads. There are layers to understanding all things, said Sothasil. The common man looks at an object and fits it into a place in his way of thinking. Those skilled in the old ways, in the way of the Sijic, the mysticism, can see an object and identify it by its proper role. But one more layer is needed to be peeled back to achieve understanding. You must identify the object by its role and its truth, and interpret that meaning. In this case, this ball is indeed Grom, which is a substance created by the Dreg, an underwater race in the north and western parts of the continent. For 1 year of their life, they undergo Carvinasun, where they walk upon the land. Following that, they return to the water and meth, or devour the skin and organs they needed for land dwelling. Then they vomit it up into little balls like this. Grom. Dreg vomit. The students looked at the ball a little queasily. Sothasil always loved this lesson. 4 Suns Dawn, 2920, the Imperial City, Cyrodiil. Spies, muttered the Emperor, sitting in his bath, staring at the lump on his foot. All around me, traitors and spies. His mistress, Rija, washed his back, her legs wrapped around his waist. She knew after all these many years when to be sensual and when to be sexual. When he was in a mood like this, it was best to be calmly, soothingly, seductively, sensual, and not to say a word unless he asked her a direct question. Which he did. What do you think when a fellow steps on his Imperial Majesty's foot and says, "I'm sorry, Your Imperial Majesty"? Don't you think, "Pardon me, Your Imperial Majesty" is more appropriate? I'm sorry. Well, that almost sounds like the bastard Argonian was sorry I am his Imperial Majesty, that he hopes we lose the war with Morrowind. That's what it sounds like. What would make you feel better? Asked Rija. Would you like him flogged? He is only, as you say, the battle chief of Solrest. It would teach him to mind where he's stepping. My father would have flogged him. My grandfather would have had him killed, the Emperor grumbled. But I don't mind if they all step on my feet, provided they respect me and don't plot against me. You must trust someone. Only you, smiled the Emperor, turning slightly to give Rija a kiss. And my son, Drilek, I suppose, though I wish you were a little more cautious. And your council? And the potentate? Asked Rija. Pack of spies and a snake, laughed the Emperor, kissing his mistress again. As they began to make love, he whispered, As long as you're true, I can handle the world. 13 Suns Dawn, 2920, Mournhold, Morrowind. Turala stood at the black, bejeweled city gates. A wind howled around her, but she felt nothing. The Duke had been furious upon hearing his favorite mistress was pregnant and cast her from his sight. She tried again and again to see him, but his guards turned her away. Finally, she returned to her family and told them the truth. If only she had lied and told them she did not know who the father was, a soldier, a wandering adventurer, anyone. But she told them that the father was the Duke, a member of the House Indoril. And they did what she knew they would have to do, as proud members of the House Redron. Upon her hand was burned the sign of expulsion. Her weeping father had branded on her, but the Duke's cruelty hurt her far more. She looked out the gate and into the wide winter plains, misted sleeping trees and skies without birds. No one in Morrowind would take her now. She must go far away. With slow, sad steps, she began her journey. 16 Suns Dawn, 2920, Senchal and Aquina. Aniquina? Aniquina. I'm going to say Aniquina. I think Anaquina is very New Jersey. Aniquina. Modern day elsewhere. What troubles you? Asked Queen Basama, noticing her husband's sour mood. At the end of most lovers' days, he was in an excellent mood, dancing in the ballroom with all the guests, but tonight he retired early. When she found him, he was curled in the bed, frowning. That blasted bard's tale about Polydor and Eloisa put me in a rotten state, he growled. Why did he have to be so depressing? But isn't that the truth of the tale, my dear? Weren't they doomed because of the cruel nature of the world? It doesn't matter what the truth is. He did a rotten job of telling a rotten tale, and I'm not going to let him do it any more. King Drozel sprang from the bed. His eyes were roomy with tears. Where did they say he was from again? I believe Gilverdale in easternmost Valenwood, said the queen, shaken. My husband, what are you going to do? Drozel was out of the room in a single spring, bounding up the stairs to his tower. If Queen Hassama knew what her husband was going to do, she did not try to stop him. He had been erratic at late, prone to fits and even occasional seizures, but she never suspected the depths of his madness and his loathing for the bard and his tale of the wickedness and perversity found in mortal men. 19 Suns Dawn, 2920, Gilverdale, Valenwood. Listen to me again, said the old carpenter. If cell 3 holds worthless brass, then cell 2 holds the gold key. If cell 1 holds the gold key, then cell 3 holds worthless brass. If cell 2 holds worthless brass, then cell 1 holds the gold key. I understand, said the lady. You told me, and so cell 1 holds the gold key, right? No, said the carpenter. Let me start from the top. Mama, said the little boy, pulling on her mother's sleeve. Just one moment, dear. Mother's talking, she said, concentrating on the riddle. You said cell 3 holds the golden key if cell 2 holds worthless brass, right? No, said the carpenter, patiently. Cell 3 holds worthless brass if cell 2... Mama! Cried the boy. His mother finally looked. A bright red mist was pouring over the town in a wave, engulfing building after building in its wake. Striding before was a red-skinned giant, the Daedra Molag Bal. He was smiling. 29 Suns Dawn, 2920, Gilverdale, Valenwood. Almalexia stopped her steed in the vast moor of mud to let him drink from the river. He refused to, even seemed repelled by the water. It struck her as odd. They had been making excellent time for Moorhold, and surely he must be thirsty. She dismounted and joined her retinue. Where are we now? She asked. One of the ladies pulled out a map. I thought we were approaching a town called Gilverdale. Almalexia closed her eyes and opened them again quickly. The vision was too much to bear. As her followers watched, she picked up a brick and a fragment of bone and clutched them to her heart. We must continue on to our tale, she said quietly. The year continues in first seed. Guard's note. Steward will have to sign off on it, but I was thinking we should have the bandit's possession serve as a reward in lieu of gold. According to the informant, he might be carrying valuables with him. I'll bring it up with the steward when I have her sign the bounty. Besides, the more gold we save on bounty hunters, the more we have for the guard. Still haven't gotten approval for the funds to have Laud fix my shield. At this rate, I might as well just use the lid from my pot. Vatier's note. My love, I'm making great efforts to convince Master Neloth to complete the spell, but if he insists in being so stubborn, I might just have to help myself to everything I need, especially that big, black book he keeps locked away. I'm sure that tome has all the answers I need. It's the biggest book I've ever seen in all my years. I can't tell how long my research will take. I miss you dearly. May Azura carry my love to you, which burns ever so strong. Forever yours, Vatia Morvain.
It's bigger than anything I've felt before.
I'm pretty sure I have already joined the companions. Ugh. Alright, let me check. Completionist guide, see where I am. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm supposed to do a task for them, huh? Oh, I'm not sure I remember which one. Alright, well, I'm gonna go there and find out. This is an issue when you have so many damn quests and haven't done any of them. I'm not sure which one is for whom. And I am unfamiliar with this quest line. But I'm pretty sure I already did this. They gave me a task.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
I'm looking for work.
I've already given you a job. Now get to it.
Yeah, I was afraid of that, Farkas. Oy. Alright. It shouldn't be in... So it will be in main quest, right? Okay, trouble in Skyrim. It looks like it's that. Either way, if it's not that, we will have completed a quest, folks. Okay. Never a good sign.
So, you're saying you brought that cat down alone?
Why? You don't think I could do it?
Wasn't our last
Yeah,
catch
my
a cave
pickpocket's
bear?
getting much better.
Yeah,
That's
why?
it.
Take down that one with your bare hands. Come back here!
The almighty voice of the Dragon of the North!
Oh, I walked right into it instead of away from it. Not great. Not ideal.
Is someone there?
Kaidan just does not have much to do later on in the game. He really doesn't.
Looks like the boss back.
Why? What's he doing now?
He's on one of his drunk rants again. Except this time he's challenging everyone to a duel over in the hole.
Slow and steady.
Ooh, I got an achievement. Pick 50 locks and 50 pockets. That shows you how little
No, but he's
pocket
still challenging
picking
anyone that looks
I do
crooked
in
at him.
most games.
Huh?
Go me. This place doesn't know if it's a fort, a mine, or a cave.
Mead. Kill him to get some meat.
Eat me right now. Fuck,
Books.
the rest of me isn't ruined the view.
Books.
What are you waiting for? I know you want to kill me. Now's your chance.
What the fuck is that? Someone there?
Okay, so you asked me what's fun about Skyrim when I rag on everything else? That's fun. That is a buildable skill. It simply requires patience and not memory. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's fun. I like shooting things in the head. Wait. I like shooting things in the head very much. Gate here. No? Yes? Ah. I love alchemy. I love skill games based on using a skill. It's part one of my other favorite games. Years and years ago, Wizardry would do that. The more you used a skill, the more it would level up. I like that.
Now ain't this a surprise?
You want to do this the hard way? Fine.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I did it. Pretty waterfalls. Neato fish in here? Okay. Oh, my jumpy boots won't allow me to jump over that. Will it? Will it? No. Oh. But, do this. And I appreciate Heimskir's silence.
Some people don't think I'm smart. Those people get my fist. But you, I like.
I've taken care of the problem.
Another job well done. Your payment is secure. And you have my thanks.
I'm looking for work.
Skjor was looking for you earlier.
What does he want?
Don't know. He just said he needed to talk to you before you do anything else. I don't like making him angry, but there is some work for you if you want it. Kaidan, or should I say sweet roll.
Aye, grumpy kid.
There you are.
You wanted to see me?
I did. Your time, it seems, has come.
What do you mean?
Last week, a scholar came to us. He said he knew where we could find another fragment of Wuthrad. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right, the honor of the Companions demand that we seek it out.
I'd be honored to retrieve it.
There's a fine line between respect and bootlicking, new blood.
Oh, I hate
But I
all
like
of you
your
guys
spirit.
so much.
We've decided this will be your trial. Do well, and you'll be counted among the Companions. Farkas will be your shield sibling on this venture, whelp. He'll answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get him killed.
Books!
When the Empire
Stuff!
the all married the
Give me your stuff! All your stuff. Oh, this is...
I'd be dead if not for his honor. Put me in and help me turn my life around.
I hope you've readied yourself.
You going to be my shield brother?
So I'm told. Let's see if you impress.
I'll meet you at Dustman's Cairn.
Don't delay, shield sister.
Oh, it is summer now. So there's summer grass. Most of the wild flowers are gone. When I was speaking of Dindalad, you can see the line here. In the vanilla game, grass only renders in a circle around you. And you see how far the circle is out and how far it's going to... See, now it looks like summer there. That's what Dindalad does. I've tried doing a grass cache with no grass and objects, or doing the ring of rendering out much further, but I can't get the grass cache thing to work. I have tried. I've probably put an embarrassing amount of time into it. But even using someone else's grass cache in testing and doing much more with Dindalad, I'm kind of stuck with that distance. I can't render all the way out, or I lag too much. So pay attention to the ground right in front of you. So the summer foliage is going to begin now.
Too fucking near. Heart's still racing just thinking about it.
If you'll forgive me, I do not speak to the companions much. I would rather listen to Hermaeus Mora drone on and on than listen to the companions talk about how honorable they are, when what they are is lying, mercenary, violent werewolves. So, at least Hermaeus Mora isn't a hypocrite. I don't think these guys have pockets to pick, and I don't really want to, stick my hand in there.
We alive when my blade.
Yeah, I think this guy just fell out and died. I've got some weird artifact. Or maybe not. Isn't the silver hand in here or something? So they had to kill some on their way in.
Be careful. Let's look for a way to open the bars.
This bit up here is just kind of hilarious. It's sort of like in Mass Effect when you first meet Jack and she has this insanely powerful cutscene, and then you put her in group with you and she's a mess. So I'm supposed to be awed, but I know the ways of cutscenes, guys. None of y'all are as good as your cutscenes ever.
Now look what you've gotten yourself into. No worries, just sit tight. I'll find the release. What was that?
It's time to die, dog.
We knew you'd be coming here.
Your mistake, companion.
Which one is that?
It doesn't matter. He wears that armor, he dies.
Killing you will make for an excellent story.
None of you will be alive to tell it.
Why they don't rush him while he's transforming, I'll never understand.
Wow. But
I hope I didn't scare you.
I think I'll be fine. What was that?
It's a blessing given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts. Fearsome.
You're gonna make me a werewolf?
Oh no. Only the Circle have the beast blood. Prove your honor to be a companion. Eyes on the prey, not the horizon. We should keep moving. Still the Draugr to worry about.
Ugh. I like Astrid more than I like you. And, yeah. We know I side with Cicero, huh?
Deserve the punishment you must.
Might as well get pickpocket up while I can. I wonder if pickpocketing their arrow... See, he has a bow out. Oh, he can't see me. He can't see me. I wonder if you pickpocket someone's arrows, whether or not they can use their bow. Oh, you're a person. Sorry, I thought you were like a... Yeah. Oh, I thought it was some weird art installation. Kaidan.
What was that? No more.
Here we go.
I don't
Now
care.
If death is what you seek,
Careful to not hit Farkas. Although he's so OP, he can take it, right? That door is open. Am I going backward? No. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of lockpicks, folks. Okay.
I'm not stupid. Don't make a fuss of yourself, boys. This is
No, you're really dead? No, you weren't. Now you are.
Too far ahead. You're so sorry. I'll lose you.
Be careful. We are out.
Be careful, don't do that. If you guys know I'm there. You know, you can kind of get from this that Nordic Draugr construction wasn't great.
Is someone there?
You're fucking dead!
You are dead!
I think my vampire character is going to use daggers. Squad, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Daggers and necromancy. Not summoning. I hate summoning the dead. They all make like creepy, weird noises. Nobody wants that.
I can feel when a threat is near.
Oh, there's a chest up there?
It's to guard and protect you,
Hold
my
on.
dragon.
Well, now that I know it's there. Should I be able to get around to it this way? No? It's just a pot. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to be using daggers, pickpocketing, feeding. I'm going to put away my beloved bow. That usually means doom for that character. I'll end up restarting as a stealth archer. I'll get frustrated. Dude, what are you wearing?
Time to end this little game.
Fucking come on then! Son of a lucky hit! Mercy!
So a kilt with a towel for a...
Fall to my blade.
Oh yeah, the Silverhand are all wearing like werewolf cloaks. I used to have the cloak mod, but it, even though they looked cool, they just clipped so much. People's heels clipping through the back, people's weapons clipping through. I really like the cloaks. I'm not used to seeing them anymore.
You're dead! Dead!
No, I've been caught pickpocketing!
I love a challenge!
I don't even know who was fighting. Marcus, what are you saying help for? I don't remember this. Is there already a fight going on? Do they have a werewolf cornered or something? I don't know. If you guys can't find me, I'm not gonna kill all of you. So to start as a vampire, I have simulated setting everything to novice so that everything does seem vaguely easy, and I will avoid the persuade checks for a while. Possibly cheat and buy a bunch of speech, who knows.
I learned a trick for drawing a bowstring that makes the arrow go further. Next time we cut, I'll hold you. Wait, shit. I mean, help.
Is someone
I'll
there?
help you adjust your arm so you, see...
Right.
Give up! Over here. I'm in no mood for this shit. You're dead! I swear to fuck!
Whatever.
You'll pay for that! You think you can take...
So I will not be becoming a werewolf. I have a mod that prevents that. You can still finish the quest line without being a werewolf. And I have also got a mod that makes
Finish this.
the companions somewhat less assholes.
Come on, come on! Oh!
I do what I do, and if you don't like it, tough.
How could I have possibly missed?
It is my birthday when you dinner.
I mean, nicely done. Shit.
Well, that wasn't what I meant to do.
Why are we sneaking? Except your arse in the way. I'm sorry. I'll shoot it now.
I missed you, Kaidan. Freya was no fun. Nope, no pockets to pick on Dragon. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, we'll see how often I use shouts. Okay.
You bust!
I'm gonna see if I can disintegrate this guy. Right?
Kill you!
Oh, okay. You know, knocking them down it's kind of cool, but it can be hard to tell if someone's dead. I used to use the paralyze effect here and in Oblivion, but like people just fall down and you're like, oh, okay, we're done. And then you keep wandering, and then they're behind you now and angry. And once again, I am using iron arrows. is an exceedingly long dungeon that doesn't need to be this exceedingly long. I'd like to figure out, like, if you dungeon delve for 20 minutes or if you walk across the country for 20 minutes, how far do you go? So, like, is doing this dungeon getting you, like, halfway to Markarth?
I'm supposed to draw my sword folded over like this. One of these days I'm gonna cut something off myself, I swear.
I remember this being a very hard fight. Should be easy for us. Yeah, I think Call of Valor is probably better if things get to me. I just never use
That can't be good.
shouts.
It's time to do what we do best, Dragonborn!
And I'm only reminded of shouts when someone uses them on me, and I'm like, oh, hey, right. So, Call of Valor.
Off.
What? Kazoo!
Not quite good enough, are you? Oi! Creep! Die! You're good as dead.
Son of a bitch.
Come on! Use it! Hold on! I'm ending this right now! Creepy fuckers! I shall see nothing. Die! I'm gonna crush you like a bug.
blades! Once again, that went very well.
Yeah, it did, baby. We're awesome.
Fuck off! The next blood to be spilt
This
here
what you want?
will be your own.
You're making me angry. Yes! To put you down.
I do what I do, and if you don't like it,
Lucky hit.
it's all wild and so fucking alive.
Yeah.
Gods, I need to kiss you. Right the fuck now.
I'm at worst. Yeah! You want some more? Damn it! Up yours! Yeah! Shit!
Yeah, we'll try Fire Breath or something like that. As long as my guys don't take...
Yeah!
I want to see what the cooldown is.
I'll tear you to pieces.
I'm stuck on I'm stuck on the cooldown of Call of Valor, so I can't. And I'm back to Iron Arrows. I swear to God.
I'm gonna kill you.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Because they don't have the guts for a real fight. Get it? Guts. Yeah, oh shit, Kaidan.
truly saved us all.
You heard of Handcart? You are welcome, citizen.
Brothers and sisters of the Circle, today we welcome a new soul into our mortal fold. This woman has endured, has challenged, and has shown her valor.
Woohoo!
Who will speak for her? Would you raise your shield in her defense? And would you raise your sword in her honor? And would you raise a mug in her name?
Deathly silence.
Then the judgment of this circle is complete. Her heart beats with fury and courage that have united the companions
Kitten purrs.
since the days of the distant green summers. Let it beat with ours, that the mountains may echo and our enemies may tremble at the call.
It shall be so.
Well, girl, you're one of us now. I trust you won't disappoint.
I probably will.
You still need to... that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look.
Oh my god.
Perhaps we can hunt together someday.
Ugh. I'm looking for work.
The Jarl of Falkreath has asked for our help. It seems that predators have taken up residence and have been attacking farmers and travelers. Someone's got to head out there and take care of the beasts.
I'll take care of it.
Good. I knew that we could count on you. It's simply a beast, but be cautious. The beasts of Skyrim are made of sterner stuff than most.
Alright. I think that's a rating thing. So that's just an extra thingy. Should I do extra thingy? You're supposed to give me a further quest, right? Woohoo! Getting better at pickpockets.
It's good to have another quick-eyed shield sister in the hall. Come to me with any troubles.
That's the first nice thing you've said.
What brings you to me? Find some strange creature in your travels?
I'm looking for work.
Aren't you already running a job for Ayla? Come talk to me when you finish that up.
Okay. Let's see. Completionist tracker for companions. Score.
Are you looking? This had better be important.
I'm looking for work.
Aren't you already running a
Okay, I
job for
have to-
Ayla? Come talk to me.
All right.
This one didn't run
Let's just
screaming
go
straight
finish
into
that.
a blade trap at the first sight of him.
Oh, okay.
Aye, they have courage. I'll give you that. Made of stronger stuff than I first thought.
Oh, shut up.
Didn't think they'd be bringing Kaidan along. Last I heard of him, he was heading back across the border.
What?
Wish he would stop glaring at everyone that way. He's likely to turn the ale sour.
You do realize I'm standing right here, don't you? At least I bathe.
I don't like them either. I'm nice to them sometimes because he likes them. Azadal's Descent. By Howland Greycloak. In the days beyond memory, when men first walked the lands of Skyrim, there arose in the city of Sarthal a great enchanter. As a boy, his gift for magic and artifice had been evident to his tutors. As a man, his skill surpassed them all. And finding nothing more to learn among his kin, he left wife and child and set out to train under the Elven Masters. A year became 2, then 3, and when finally his path led him back to Sarthal, he found only ruins. For the elves had sacked the city, and all that lived there were dead or gone. Amid the ashes in the smoldering ruins of his home, he swore a terrible oath of vengeance. And from that comes the name the legends gave him, Azadal, the embittered destroyer. Alone he could do nothing, and so he bided his time, delving deeper into his art than any before him. From the Dwemer, he learned the 7 natures of metal and how to harmonize them. From the Aelids, the ancient runes and dawn magic even the elves had begun to forget. Among Falmer and Keimer and Altmer, he traveled, taking what he could from each, and all the while plotting how he might turn that knowledge against them. Finally, word reached him of Yscarmore and his companions newly arrived from Atmora. For 3 days and nights, he rode north and met them as they made landfall on the icy coast near the ruins of Sarthal, which the elves had fortified against them. He offered the companions his service, and all he had produced in his years of labor. And with Admoran steel imbued with his enchantments, the elves fell before him, and at last he had his revenge. But he was not content. His craft had become his life, and his hunger for knowledge still gnawed at him, driving him to delve even deeper. At long last, he exhausted the lore of the elves, but it was not enough. He sought the secrets of dragon runes, and won for himself a seat among their high priests, but it was not enough. And at length, he turned his gaze to the plains of oblivion, and found there both power and madness. Some say he ventured there never to return. Others, that he was betrayed by his fellow dragon priests and killed or driven into hiding in the ruins beneath his beloved Sarthal. Among the Skald of Solstheim, it is said he fled to their island and was sealed in the depths of Kolbjorn Barrow together with the last of his relics. But that is the tale, as it was told among the bards of Winterhold. Whatever the truth, the legend of Azadal was intended as a warning. In pursuit of perfection, one must take care that the pursuit itself does not become all-consuming. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.